Who are we taking here in this quarterfinal?
Okay, I am going to take Switzerland here in this quarterfinal only because I think they're playing a little bit better right now to get things underway. Switzerland on the left in blue, and the option there, both down from Nina Brunner. And on the right, Germany. Oh, that one goes out, Travis, excuse me.
Just wide, and that's a bit of an Achilles heel at times from this Swiss team. When they took a 13th in Brasilia after the gold medal in Topeka, they had 38 errors. Opposing teams hit just 29 against them. And so sometimes when they control the ball well, as Brunner does there with that beautiful high line, they put themselves in a position to win a gold medal, as they did in Topeka. And when it gets a little bit out of control, as it did in Brasilia, they sort of allow other teams to stay in with them. And in my mind, you have two of the best defensive teams on the planet right here.
Oh, yeah, their makeup is what you're looking for if you're building a team. Nice big block and a fast, crafty defender, as you see there from Brunner. Oh, the over on one, Travis.
Direct deposit kill. I think this weekend, Kyle, I've seen more over on ones than in any other tournament combined. And a lot of that is the conditions that we've mentioned. The wind, you're just always looking to put the ball to the floor however you can. And Monica Polkine racked up 7 in a single match. I'd never seen that before, even from Laura Ludwig, from Sarah Hughes, from Kristen Ness. 7 over on ones from the Lithuanian defender. Just so fun to watch.
It's almost like hot potato out there when the conditions were as windy as you just get it to the other side so you don't make the mistake.
Set a little bit off for Xenia Tillman, no problem. Smart snap down the line.
It's going to be the challenge here, as we know it's not as windy, but Set's getting off the net. Who's going to be able to pull dig a bit better and get some touches on some of these balls? Defensively, is that Trickler? Ooh, just wide.
That ball mark is awfully close. Would have been untouchable. And this German federation, to me, is the best serving federation in the world, both on the men's and the women's side. You are never safe when a German is back at the line. Big fill in the seam from Tillman. And another chizzy down the line from Xenia Tillman.
Yeah, you didn't even, it was hard to tell that Tillman even had line available from her line of approach there, and somehow contorts the shoulder to find the line off the hands there of Hüberli.
And playing against Xenia Tillman's so difficult because on the one hand, she's slightly undersized, and you want to try to attack her sometimes because you want to test the setting of Svenja Müller, which can be, give her a little bit bigger of a window than she might otherwise have. But then again, you have to defend against Xenia Tillman, who makes a supreme dig. Followed up by the over on one direct deposit from Nina Brunner.
Couple over on ones here, left and right. A couple good digs from both teams. This is going to be a fun match, volleyball fans.
Big block there from Tanja Hüberli, jumping up big into the angle of Svenja Müller. Looked like just a read block there from Hüberli. Kyle was set up into the line, big reach into the angle.
Yeah, I think she took advantage of that ball over the shoulder of Müller. Couldn't really see the defense of Switzerland.
What a pickup that is from Brunner on the open net on 2. And now it's Brunner trying to go down the line, and that is her second error of the match. Was the right shot, just missed it wide.
It's a good scoop, man. That would have been so impressive to create that angle from the line there, but just wide, like you said.
Good short serve, keeping Brunner off the net. Hüberli off the net, pardon me. Nice, smart angle shot over the block of Müller.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the serving tactics here from Germany. Like you said, one of the best serving federations in the world. Do they want to put her short, work starting short, maybe moving deep as the match progresses? Something to follow here.
Another big block from Tanja Hüberli. Another big reach into the angle from Svenja Müller.
So again, looks like a 4 this time. Brunner running towards the line, and the dive and the angle, securing another block.
Pressure stays on Müller now, as I'd imagine it will stay for a while. Brunner all over the cut shot. Big opportunity in transition. It's taken. Beautiful little baby line around the block of Semenya Müller, and that will be a timeout Germany. Switzerland leading 8-5.
Yeah, and just like that, 3-point lead here for Switzerland. And it's frustrating to play against this Swiss team because if Nina Brunner does touch the ball, more often than not, she's going to turn that into a point. It's just demoralizing. And you can say the same for this German team, but it just seems Nina Brunner just technically sound on defense, Travis, and just everything looks right all the time.
So we've mentioned the conditions a few times about the depth of the sand. And I've seen a number of short serves, more than usual, I would say. What's the goal of a team when they are trying to short serve a player like they've done to Müller and Hüberli so far?
Yeah, so not only does it bring you closer to the net, you have to get there in time, get low, and then lift the ball. Lift the ball to make yourself a good setting option for your partner, not pulling it off the net. As players, we have a tendency to pull that ball off the net. So you got to get there in time, get a good lift, pass the ball first, and then you got to find time to work back to get your approach. Sometimes you're only going to get 2 steps, sometimes you get 3, but you add in the deep sand, so you're sinking a little bit more than you're used to. You're not moving as fast, so it just makes it that much harder on these short serves, Trav.
Another opportunity for Switzerland. Brunner, good patient defense. Brunner, excellent shot in transition. Switzerland seizing control of this opening set, 9-5. And what's stunning about this lead thus far is that it's 9-5 with 2 errors from Brunner.
Right. Just a few errors, but terminal in transition right now, and the defensive schemes here for Switzerland working perfectly.
Switzerland now on what has been the good side all week. That far side of your screen would go to the lateral cam. That left side of your screen has been the good side. Tough to say which side is better than the other. At the moment, just an 8-mile-an-hour wind. Was 25 to 30 earlier in the week, so 8 miles an hour is virtually still relative to Espino.
Go outside and walk around in 25, 30-mile-per-hour winds and see how you like that. And then try to play volleyball in those conditions. Just challenging.
You know it's a breezy day when you get a shot of the ocean and you see kite borders everywhere. That's when you know you're in for something special. Tillman taking a lot of seam in serve receive. Brunner all over it yet again. And Tanja Hüberli taking advantage of the overpass from Sinja Tillman. Switzerland just making all the right moves and all the right calls on defense right now.
They just look really confident right now in their schemes. And then in transition, conviction on their attacks right now.
Another deep seam serve. Again, handled from Tillman. Again, it's an opportunity for Switzerland. And the double angle's no problem for Tanja Hüberli. There's always more angle, and she finds it.
What a rip here from Hüberli. Like you said, both players, they're from Germany, prepared to dig and block in the angle. Not a problem. 12-6, Travis here. Doubling up right now on Germany.
When this Swiss pair, when they are on, they're one of the best teams in the world, as they proved into peak. And again, the defense making it so difficult on Germany. First ball side outs coming at a premium. And Sinja Tillman gets that chop down the line. But Kyle, the first ball side out, I can't remember the last time Germany had one.
And that just weighs on you over time. It makes you do things you don't want to do, take bigger risks on your side out. It just makes you so uncomfortable.
Tillman upping the risk at the service line. I think that's a good move. I think at this point, when you're down 6 in the first set, you start to feel out different serves, take a little bit more risk. You try to get points the easy way and put yourself into a rhythm. Set drifts a little bit far outside the antenna. No problem for Müller. The fadeaway cut shot is good as we go into the technical timeout. Switzerland with a commanding lead at 13-8.
And again, another short serve to Tillman there. Or excuse me, to Müller. She does a good job finding the sand.
Now, short serves, Kyle, I believe are one of those tactics where you might not get a point every single time, but the compound interest of forcing you to run up to pass, backpedal all the way back up, that adds up, and it's sort of, you're playing the long game the more you short serve someone.
Battle of attrition, right? Over time, you're going to wear down. That step is going to be a little bit slower late in that second set, especially when you're serving the blocker. More jumps, more attacks, more movement. They're already jumping more than the defender to begin with. And that's who you want to attack on the short serves. And then if you do attack short serve, if you do go the defender, they're going to pass option balls to their blockers. But more often than not, the defenders aren't optioning as much as the blockers. So it's a win-win when you're short serving the blockers.
And there's an ace serve from Svenja Müller. A little bit of life now from Germany, one of their first earned points on the defensive end. Going back at Hüberli's line. A little bit of out of system here for Switzerland. Good chance for Germany. And it's going to be a block for Svenja Müller. Back-to-back points for Germany out of the technical timeout.
So you talked about increasing the service pressure, Travis, here for Germany, and they're doing just that, creating an offset. No vision that time for Hüberli.
Again, trying to attack Hüberli's line. Set is a little bit to the left. No problem. That is a good aggressive swing.
And a lot of these sets here from this side, the near side, drifting more to the left. I wonder if the wind is blowing that way and kind of pushing some of these sets. Look for these teams to kick out wider, start to make some adjustments.
Nice move from Brunner. And Tillman, the over on one is no good. Brunner, a chance. Another one. This one goes line and for the kill. Nina Brunner responding perfectly.
Yeah, and if you're going to go over on one against Nina Brunner, it better be good because she is aware at all times, so present defensively.
Excellent deep serve, producing the overpass. Nina Brunner, option, well taken. Switzerland rolling once more.
Smooth and steady right now for Switzerland. If I'm Germany, start to figure out what I want to do differently in set number two. Start working on something, taking some more risks with my attack, pushing the set, moving it around, doing something different.
Another scoop from Nina Brunner. She is everywhere. The overset from Tanja Hüberli. Now, Karch Karai once referred to transition sets as flakes of gold. And you want to take care of them. That one just goes over the net. But the opportunities are just so abundant for Switzerland.
And it's a luxury here for Switzerland. They can take chances like as you saw right there. A little bit tight. We love being aggressive in transition, giving your hitter a chance up at the net.
Just long from Svenja Tillman. She parted the Red Sea, so to speak, in that case, but just long.
(17-11). Here again, Germany taking a risk on the serve. They need to take some more risks defensively as well. They want to find their way into a better rhythm going into set number two.
Here's a dive angle block is the call. Now watch Switzerland's timing here. Big dive angle. Nina Brunner stays put in the line. Müller carving off that one too sharp, just around the left hand of Tanja Hüberli.
Yeah, I think good read there from Brunner not to just commit to running towards the line. It's so tempting as defenders. You see the forward dive block and you just want to run towards that line. Good, nice dig here on the option.
And what a read that was from Svenja Müller to go into the sort of reverse poke from Nina Brunner and then back up, get the full approach, and earn a point.
Yeah, a little 360 pirouette there from Svenja Müller. to earn herself a point on the defense. And now, Travis, Switzerland will take a timeout, only up 4.
I like this timeout from Switzerland. I think a lot of times when you have a comfortable lead, like a 17-11 that Switzerland had, they've been comfortable this whole match. They were up 9-5. They were up 13-8. You don't want to let Germany get any momentum. And Svenja Müller, she's earned 3 points now since the technical timeout. I like the early one. Just slow it down. Understand that you've been in control this entire set. Take a breath, come out, and resume the dominant form that you've had this entire week.
No, I agree with you as well. The early timeout, I think when you wait for that timeout, usually you're too late, a point or two too late. Momentum has shifted. As we know, this game is a game of momentum, and it can turn quickly.
And what I've found, Kyle, is that timeouts can almost be a pride thing, where it just feels like you're just a shot to your pride when you call one. But just take it. Take the breath like Switzerland is doing and come out. You might get a freebie with a missed serve, and there we have it.
Something like that will happen usually.
I don't know if that's an announcer's jinx or just me calling my shot there. I've seen so many missed serves out of timeouts this week, though. Smart option taken. What a dig from Tanja Hüberli just to keep the play alive. Tremendous coordination from Hüberli and a smart, composed play from Tillman to put it away.
Unbelievable touch there off the net, ricocheting. That ball is so difficult. You don't know where it's going. But again, like you said, calm kill there for
Love
Germany.
that poise from Brunner, taking that seam, no problem. Good chase down from Sinja Tillman. Big step close inside from Tanja Hüberli, and that is undiggable.
Yeah, and the challenge there for Germany when you're running that 4 block, as Müller does here, the ball is too tight. So at times you need to abandon that 4, and you just need to commit to the ball. So much easier said than done.
Perfect pass that time from Müller, steadying out on offense. But again, another perfectly placed defense from Brunner. Another chance for Svenja Müller. And this time the put away. But again, Kyle, first ball side outs, they're near impossible at the moment for Germany.
And it's a confidence booster for Switzerland, knowing they're going to have opportunities, whether it's 1 or 2 opportunities every time that they serve the ball. And so Germany need to find a way to improve that first ball side out. Maybe it's throwing in a few options. Maybe it's a play or 2 behind.
Nice touch to the net from Müller, and that is a block from Svenja Müller, as Germany has just been inching their way back into this set. Now at 19-16, it's not over, but the good news for Germany, even if you drop this set, they're trending in the right direction. They're getting the energy going the right direction.
Yeah, whatever their conversation was after that previous timeout, it worked. They've increased their service pressure. Müller's starting to make some better moves up at the net, create some opportunities defensively for this German pair.
And Müller sends that one long, up in the wrist a little bit. Don't mind her taking a little bit more risk from the service line. That brings us to our first set point for Switzerland. Tanja Hüberli and Nina Brunner rolling to a 2016 lead. That is a big swing from Svenja Tillman. Svenja Müller finding the hands of Tanja Hüberli.
These blockers, when they contact the ball, they are playing at a different altitude than a lot of players out here on the World Tour.
Excellent pass from Brunner. Set is a little bit tight. Tillman is there for the over on one. Cha-ching! Direct deposit number 2 for Svenja Tillman.
You kind of just saw that coming. The minute she slid over into that cut shot, Travis, I was like, oh no. Switzerland is not back defensively.
A third set point for Switzerland. Better set this time from Hüberli, and Brunner sends that one long. Germany climbing back into this set, down just 1. Switzerland has used their timeout. They will have to figure it out on court.
Pressure here on Switzerland, side out.
set again off the net. No problem from Nina Brunner. She puts it away on the third time of asking. But Kyle, the control of that match, the control of that set has been flipped. So Switzerland with a 21-19 win, but it feels like they sort of just survived a set that they had control of the entire time.
Yeah, and they survived because they created such a large lead in the beginning of that set. They got to play with a bit more confidence, a bit looser throughout that match, but it's the determination of Müller and Tillman to find their way back and to take something positive away from this loss, right? Yes, they did lose this set, but man, like you said, the tide has shifted, the momentum shifted in favor of Müller and Tillman there at the end of this game, and credit to them for keeping their head down, staying focused, finding ways to improve even while they're losing.
With deep sand beaches like this, so we both were just involved in the AVP in Huntington Beach, one of the jumpier beaches on tour, and what I told my guys, Tri Bourne and Came Shaw, I said, this is a blockers beach. If you're going to earn points, you're doing it at the net with blocks, whereas in Espino, I think it's just the opposite. I think it's a defender's beach where there's a lot more shots involved. You're going to get a lot more opportunities to make digs, and so I feel like the chess match really comes down to Sinja Tillman versus Nina Brunner.
I agree. Who can be more balanced defensively? Who can run down a few more shots, leverage some part of the court, that knowing it's hard to swing in this deep sand, if the ball's a little bit off the net, those sharp angles disappear.
And there is Tanja Hüberli. Now, I just said it's a defender's beach. Tanja Hüberli says, excuse me, I'll have a word.
Starting off like she did in set number one, the beautiful block into the angle.
Now, Nina Brunner has been jump serving from this side, so it seems that the good and bad side have flipped. That Brunner and Hüberli are on the good side at the moment, and Tillman sends that one long. She wants a touch off Hüberli. Hüberli owns up to it. A good sportsmanship there from Tanja. Line blocks are the call from Müller. Tillman all over that high line shot. Good tempo offense, and then the direct deposit from Brunner's good.
Unbelievable movement from Brunner. She's staying in the middle defensively, and then at the very last second, she notices Tillman coming in to swing, so she slides in a little bit sharper. Hands are ready. That's a hard dig to make, and then she puts it over on one for the kill. Unbelievable.
Extraordinary ball control. Not just to make that dig, but to attack it. Normal dig that time. She says, all right, I've got my over on one. Let's put you up here, Tanja. Tanja puts that one away on two. Perfect option attack from Switzerland as the defense, again, gets going immediately at the start of this second set.
And it's the timing of the defense. Yes, Brunner got the dig, but it's also the block of Hüberli moving that ball towards the line, giving her partner an opportunity.
Now Tillman getting involved with the option. What an extraordinary hand dig from Brunner. Germany, another opportunity. And another block for Tanja Hüberli. What a reach with the left hand into the angle of Svenja Müller.
Switzerland, laser focus here to start set number two. I think they heard us talking about the momentum on the side of Germany, and they said, no, I don't think that it's there because we have the momentum. And defensively, everything flowing their way, and it seems like in transition they're running that four block no matter what. I didn't really see a call there from Hüberli on that quick rally, but diving into the angle and gets rewarded.
And you might have a scenario where these teams are very familiar with each other. This is the fifth meeting between these two. Switzerland leading the series 3-1, where when you see a team enough, you just know that in transition on Svenja Müller, we're blocking angle. That just seems to be what Tanja Hüberli is doing, and she's getting a number of blocks running that sort of late call. Now, Kyle, you've mentioned four a couple of times. Can you just explain to the viewers what a four is in the volleyball jargon?
Yeah, so a four block, meaning the blocker is going to line up in the line and make a late move diving into the angle as the defender They're going to show they're playing line defense, and they're going to run or move towards that line to collect a swing line or probably a shot line. So it's a surprise dive into the angle. That's what we're seeing working so well here for Switzerland.
Müller's passing has been steady. What a fill into the scene that is from Brunner. She's everywhere. And again, Brunner gets the kill. Kyle, part of defense, of course, you can say, well, Svenja hit it right to her, but the biggest part of defense is putting yourself in the right position, and Brunner is putting herself in all the right positions.
And just to play a go, she started in the middle and popped into the angle. This time she starts in the pocket and pops to the middle. I mean, did she read the approach line of Germany there? Here's a free ball for Switzerland. And Tillman getting stuck up at the net is not a recipe for success here against Switzerland. And we'll switch sides, Travis, 6-1.
Smart play from Switzerland. Smart play from Tanya just to lob Nina. Not known for her option attacking, but knowing that you got Cindy Tillman at the net, Svenja Müller scrambling to get back in defense. Just a really smooth play. Now Switzerland, a shout out to Coach Revo Vesic. He has been preparing them all season long, and the biggest thing of this Swiss team is confidence. He wanted them to believe that they can win, that they can break into that top tier of teams in the world. And it seems that they are. Cindy Tillman, Yahtzee that one down the line.
That's a good sign here for Germany, staying aggressive, maybe letting out a little bit of frustration. There is Tillman.
Line block is the call on Hüberli, and she just goes straight OT over Müller.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you defend that swing, Coach, because that looked like just over that left hand of Svenja Müller.
And it appears we have a net violation on the follow-through from Tanya Hüberli. So that's how you defend it. You just ask the net for a little bit of help.
Multiple ways to score points.
Another ace for Svenja Müller. That deep float serve over the left shoulder of Tanya Hüberli has been her best serve.
She does such a good job of contacting that ball high, this classic German float, the standing toss, and another ace here for Müller.
3 ace serves now for Svenja Müller. And when you go down 6-1, an air, ace, and an ace, and a side out, brings you right back to 5-6. More trouble here for Switzerland. Opportunity for Tillman to tie it up. Not yet. Excellent work at the net from Tillman. And the open net put away from Cindy Tillman. We have a 6-1 run followed by a 5-0 run to get us to a perfectly normal 6-6 tie.
A little joust at the net from Tillman and Hüberli, and she's looking for a 4. She holds up the 4s, Travis, because she maybe asking the ref if there was a joust opportunity or if it was a second contact in a row from Tillman. Hard to see from the angle that we saw, but Switzerland not happy about it, but they should be more focused on how they're not happy about their play at the moment as they let Germany back into this second set.
And every match thus far that I've commentated in Espino has had a very streaky nature to it. And you'll see the set scores. You'll see a lot of matches that went 21-12, 13-21, 15-7. That's just the way it's been going in Espino. That's what you get when you get very deep sand, when you get a lot of wind. Now, the wind has been a little bit calmer today. But the streaky nature of these matches, I feel like Espino, Kyle, and you have experience playing here, is so much about your mental toughness, your mental composure, understanding that it's not going to be perfect out there.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. And leave your expectations at the door of how high you're jumping, what you can normally do on the sand, because you have to adapt. You have to adapt to these conditions. Sometimes the wind is swirling. Sometimes it's blowing from this side. You're not getting the lift maybe that you're normally doing. That shot that you normally hit isn't always available. So find a way to adapt.
Excellent response from Switzerland out of the timeout. Now, I mentioned that near side of your screen, or when we go to this view, the right side of your screen, is the good side today that is flipped from what it has been the entire week, where typically the side that Brunner and Hüberli are on, that has been the good side, seems to have flipped. And so Brunner and Hüberli trying to survive that bad side as we have back-to-back 6-1 switches.
Yeah, again, just goes to show you the topsy-turvy world here in Espino and the way that volleyball works.
Tillman sends that one a little bit long. With the increased risk comes increased reward. Germany just missing that long, but I like it when they stay aggressive from the service line. That's been how they engineered that comeback to tie it up. What a set that is from Müller. Better dig from Brunner. Brunner going right back to the well. That high line has been working all day long. Another 2-point lead for Switzerland.
And the patience there from Brunner to get this first ball. A brilliant shot in transition, but it's so tempting for attackers to go up and swing on an open net. Tillman looks for the poke, and it's still dug. Unbelievable.
Nice pass from Müller on that seam serve. Another big angle block from Tanja Hüberli. Make it 5 of them.
And what I like about Hüberli and the way she blocks when sometimes those balls just ricochet through the hands of blockers. Here's another look. Not Hüberli. She is firm. Those hands are pressed. Nothing's getting through those two hands of Hüberli.
Good response from Svenja Müller. A very rare swing that has not been touched at all by Brunner.
Yes, Müller doing a good job keeping that away from both Swiss players. High and flat. That's the strategy here for Germany, working some deeper portion of the court, find some points that way.
Müller trying that float serve over the left shoulder of Hüberli. That's been working. I don't think that miss is a bad one.
At least it's the long miss, right? We don't want misses in the net. We want players to think about passing them. If they continue to miss, though, then we'll have to start having a different conversation of risk-reward.
And there's an ace serve from Nina Brunner. The angle-to-angle short serve. This is patented by Andrej Perisic of the Czech Republic, and it has just been wicked.
It's so hard to judge where that ball's going to land when it goes like that cross court. The distance, the movement. Now she goes deep.
Another big angle swing from Svenja Müller. She's been blocked in the angle a few times, not scared. Goes right back to it to bring us into the technical timeout. Germany trailing 9-12 in what has been a very up and down second set.
We talked about these two teams before this match and how they can have a high ceiling and a low floor and opportunities to play great and opportunities to leave some more on the table. But here, Müller coming back with a big time swing, staying aggressive, and it's plenty close here. Like I said, back and forth. Switzerland took a huge lead in that first, but Germany clawed their way back. So if I'm Germany, I'm comfortable in this position. I've been here before. We have plenty of volleyball left.
And typically a 9-12 lead at the technical timeout. You're not assured by any means, but you're comfortable. You're never comfortable in Espino. There is no lead that has been safe in any match. So you're out of the technical timeout. Germany trailing 9-12. They've been trailing virtually this entire match. Battled all the way back from 8-13 to 21-19 opening set. This will be another opportunity out of the gates. Nice chop into the angle from Brunner. Admirable touch from Tillman, but the cut shot too good.
Good sign from Germany to earn a good touch on that first ball side out of Switzerland. Not making it easy here for Switzerland. Here's another look at this angle. Feisty swing down the angle there.
Service pressure stays on Müller. And Müller hits that one long. Is there a touch? Müller wants one. Hüberli's already owned up to one. And no touch is awarded. So Switzerland grabs the first 2 points out of the technical timeout.
And it just looks as if Müller is jumping out sideways a bit more. Love her to see start wide and jump into the ball, into the court.
No opportunity to. She had to run that back set. Good out-of-system set from Cindy Tillman. A nice, smart, controlled shot from Müller.
And sometimes, just a little bit weird, maybe an off pass creates a different look for defense and a different opportunity offensively. Find a point instead of your just standard up and down. That's what we saw there.
Müller testing out Andy Benish's theory that when you're in an offensive rut, just passes out of system. And Müller, big block into the angle. She's been blocked in the angle a number of times, finally getting one herself.
A good timing there for Müller to line up perfectly into that angle, but it starts with the service pressure here. That time that serve dropped on Hüberli, creating an opportunity for a block.
Option from Brunner, handled well from Tillman. Sets off the net, wise pull from Müller, another chance for Germany. And again, Brunner's all over it. To save the side out, Hüberli had to go. Senior Tillman, ice cold baby line for the earned point.
And rally of the match there. Both teams working hard defensively. I love the pull digging. That time from Svenja Müller. She gets off the net, and I talked about this earlier. The blockers are going to be able to pull dig more efficiently in this deep sand. Hitters lose that height. They lose the power. Anything a little bit off the net. It's a good opportunity to pull. It's exactly what Germany did there. They earn it. Only down 2 now, Trav.
Only down 2. Would not expect any less with the way that this match and tournament have gone. And that is an error swing on Tanja Hüberli. Tried to go sharp angle, but the angles, Kyle, as we've mentioned, they're not as readily available in this deep sand.
No. Around the world, all these teams, wherever they play, 90% of the time, the sand is more shallow. And so, like you said, jumper sand, blocker sand, hitter sand, however you want to say it. That is not the case here. And I'm not sure there if Hüberli, she was grabbing her foot, if she maybe had a little sand shark action on her approach, maybe lost the height that she was looking for.
And again, the emergency option from Nina Brunner has a phenomenal little emergency fadeaway poke staying out of the net from Brunner to save the side out.
Yeah, so easy for athletes just to run into the net there with momentum carrying. Not that time for Brunner. We'll switch sides. Switzerland up 2, and Germany prepared to pass.
On to what seems to be the exceptionally good side now. This is where every team has won that side, the side that Switzerland is on right now. So if Germany can survive this, they're going to put themselves in a position to steal this second set. And that is a good break for Germany. Error on Nina Brunner, trying that sharp line, not available.
Sharp line becomes more difficult with that set so far off the net. Hey, brilliant dig from Brunner to keep that ball alive, and a pretty darn good set from Hüberli. A little too risky on the shot, though. Germany earn one.
Excellent serve from Tillman. Well handled from Hüberli. That's just a really smooth, smart shot from Tanja Hüberli.
And that's the shot that's going to start working more, that I'd love to see Svenja Müller adopt a little bit more right now in this match, is that over angle, all these 4 blocks, especially in transition, that's going to become available.
Wicked float from Tanja Hüberli. And there, just as you said, Kyle, just a little lob over the angle. Good coaching, sir.
There you go. Love when a play comes together. And again, easier to see on the outside looking in. When you're in the match, it's hard to see every time. They're running 4, they're running 4. Good vision that time from Svenja Müller.
We've seen a number of misses from Germany. And Kyle, you mentioned with a couple more misses, we might have to change the conversation. Now, at this point in the match, it's such a catch-22 with serving because you need to amplify the risk to get them out of system, but you need to be responsible to make them play the ball.
Yeah, and I think it's a balance of, am I touching balls defensively? Is my blocker in a good spot?
Nicely done from Sinya Tillman. That is a tremendous crack down the line to save the side out.
And talk about taking risks. Sinya Tillman working with the smallest sliver down the line as she puts that one in.
Beauty. Oh, it's long. Thought she found the end line. Brunner tries the high angle as the right shot just sends it a touch long, and that brings us to a tie at 17 apiece.
And there is the benefit of the short serve. Hüberli coming in a little bit early on the pass. That pass getting pushed wide creates an offset.
Better pass set that time. Excellent high angle swing from Nina Brunner, but the damage has been done as Germany now switches into what has proven to be the good side, down just 17-18. Heaven knows they're comfortable playing from behind right now.
Oh, we saw it all in the first set. They know how to do it, but a good work on the bad side there for Germany to bring this to just a 1-point deficit.
Now, interesting, Sinya Tillman has not been tested at all in service. She is on the relative bad side at the ocean, and so they're testing out the platform. Perfect pass. And Tillman, the jumbo high line over Nina Brunner.
I mean, jumping into the angle and then back. Look at all her momentum is coming into the angle, and she finds a way to put that right in the corner.
A little bit out of system for Switzerland. Set is tight. And there is the block and the miscommunication on the cover from Switzerland as Germany takes their first lead of the entire match at 19-18.
No better time than now to take the lead. And here, just a missed opportunity. That poke back into the net from Hüberli doesn't go, and Brunner getting stuck. Oh, the missed serve.
So tough to miss a serve after you've earned one, especially at this juncture of the match. Now, as sports psychologist Michael Gervais would say, every point's worth one, but some seem just a little bit more than the others. And Müller sends it wide. Germany wants a touch. Now here I will remind the viewers every single time this happens, the burden is not on the player to call their touch. The players are paid to win. The refs are paid to ref. It is not Hüberli's responsibility to call a touch if she touched it, which I don't know if she did. That is a big error to gift Switzerland their first match point.
And it was an excellent shot idea, just missing the execution slightly. This Svenja Müller there.
Nina Brunner for the match to get into the medal rounds. It is a good serve. And again, where is Svenja Müller going? Angle, angle, and give me some more angle.
Yeah. Ice in her veins here, Travis, on this swing, working the sidelines. Nobody touching that ball on the side of Switzerland.
Now you have one of the best killers on the beach in Sinya Tillman, and she sends a serve into the net. We have back-to-back missed serves from Germany, both of them into the net.
And that one not really close, in my opinion, of being over. So, second match point here for Switzerland.
Excellent serve from Tanja Hüberli. What a dig that is. Little gator dig for the match. Not yet. Müller has to go. Are you kidding me, Nina Brunner? The tomahawk dig on the open net swing is perfect, and then the emergency line put away. Switzerland marching on into the semifinals, into the medal rounds for the second time in the last 3 Elite 16 tournaments.
And a bang-bang play to end it.